Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is A Blaze of Cruelty, session 19. We are. I suffered some technical difficulties a while back. I'm going to put it that way. And mainly it was my motherboard decided it just wanted to fucking kill itself. And so, because of that, I had a lot of technical issues, and so I've lost a lot of OBS stuff. I've lost a lot of Foundry stuff, so I'm in the process of rebuilding. But in the midst of that, we've restarted game sessions, and we've restarted live broadcasts. So welcome back. If you're here for live broadcast, if you're not, if you're here for a non-live broadcast, if you're here for a YouTube watch, welcome. Hope you have a good time. We got some new players today. Sad to announce that our player for Gawain has retired from the game, and we have two new players stepping in to move along things. I'm going to introduce everybody in just a moment, but there's also been a map update. Look at this. Look at this beautiful map. Definitely a big change here. A little bit more detail, a little bit more variety in the landforms. And so it's definitely changed and shifted a bit. Like, what's that big hole about right there? I don't know. It could be about something. And there's this guy here. That's interesting too.
There's a lake that looks like a heart.
Lake that looks like a heart?
Yeah, you passed it.
Oh, there it is. Right there. Yeah, there's a little lake that looks like a heart. Yeah. And so this is the world as of this update. So yeah, here we are. Now I'm going to go ahead and introduce our players for the evening, and I'm going to start with our new players. Go ahead, Darrow.
Oh man, throwing me on the spot. I am Darodoris. I've played in a few other of Azelas campaigns at this point, but I am playing Renault Agnarsson, or not. Whoa, Renault Garretson, and I am a ranger.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Hello. I'm Jordan. I'm brand new.
Yeah.
I'm playing Agnar Alfhilderson.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
It's okay if there's nothing else.
I'm having a win-lose argument with my push to talk. I think I'm winning. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, what other details are relevant right this minute?
I mean, you're gonna get introduced organically as a character, so you don't need to tell us what your character's details are.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Oh God.
He is past tense.
All right, Daniel, you've earned the next introduction spot. Go ahead.
I am playing Dominic Manipul III, formerly Timothy, now out and about, out in the open, playing the paladin on a revenge path, ready to kill people.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Sin.
I'm Thea, also known as Sin. I'm playing Rianne. Technically the designated adult of the crew, and try to find her cousins can kill him.
There's a lot of personal revenge going on here. Go ahead.
This is not for revenge. It's freeing him from demonic possession.
Go ahead.
Nothing revenge about it.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Gabby.
I am Gabby. I am playing Vera, who is not the cousin that is in search of, but the cousin helping to find the cousin that we are in search of. Ready to kill cultists and demons. I am a barbarian.
That leaves
She's
us.
also the keeper of our dog.
Yes. That leaves us, last but not least, Raven. Go ahead, Raven.
Well, you always keep the best for last.
I try.
I mean, well, I'm Raven. I am playing James Norris, our Warlock Bard. A couple of healing spells, mostly just casting and blasting in combat, and trying to, not get the party killed. Sometimes.
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 Okay. With that said, we have our little recap to walk through. Last we left off, Vera and Rianne, and I believe James also, went to Setrek Training Center to kind of get the pulse on what's been going on lately with that particular military division over there. And they learned a lot of interesting information about what's been going on. They've learned that their comrades in arms, because they are 2/3 of them are in the military, in the Cruelty military, they have suspended patrols around the perimeter of the city, leaving those that live outside the city more or less to fend for themselves. They've learned that there has been a arrest warrant issued for Dominic Manipole III for familicide, various counts of familicide, such as patricide, matricide, etc. And we've also learned some interesting other tidbits, such as there's a person that has been dispatched with additional information looking for Calvin as well, and they should arrive on the, I believe the 14th was what was said. So there was a discussion about whether or not they should wait for her to arrive, and whether or not they should rally their allies and try to find some more information and see if they can put together a concerted attack for when this person arrives against Calvin's forces. But we'll see what happens. While all of that was happening, because Dominic, unfortunately, you didn't get a whole lot of screen time in the last session, but we're going to be starting with you now. When you all separated, you were heading towards one of these districts on the eastern side of town for some kind of purpose. What was your purpose for that?
Yeah, so I had kind of broken off from the rest of the group, and throughout the past, I've been kind of going through kind of the slum district, trying to kind of make some contacts, looking around for. So really, I broke apart. I went up north, and my goal currently is to either find what's left of the Red Razors, maybe find if a crew is still around. So kind of up in the north area up here, or barring that, to kind of find some seedy inns or taverns where I can locate some mercenaries who might be interested in taking on some bounty work.
Okay. All right. As you're moving along on the path here, Gawain is with you, and Gawain says to you, Dominic, I feel as though you are possessed by some sort of nefarious will. What are we doing over here right now?
I have come to a decision that I am no longer going to play by their rules. And so I'm over here to find allies, hire mercenaries, increase our ranks. I don't think this is something that we can do alone anymore.
Okay. Make a honor check for me, please.
Honor.
Oh, pretty good. Okay. Gawain says, your path of vengeance may be an honorable one, but it is one that I believe you will have to deal with yourself. Unfortunately, my oaths and my religion do not allow me to partake in personal vengeance. I wish you good luck in your endeavor. And he pats you on the shoulder. He says, if you survive and I survive this war, perhaps we will meet each other again.
Yeah, I'll nod and I'll hold my hand out. Kind of, I'm not, even though I'm in the city and I've been in the city for the last couple of days, Dominic isn't wearing a hood. He's not kind of sticking to the shadows anymore. He's kind of showing who he is now.
Right. He takes your hand, shakes it with strength. He says, until we meet again. And he starts walking towards the south. After a moment, the griffin comes by, lands next to him. He mounts it, and they fly off towards the south together.
Mm.
And Gawain has left the campaign officially. Okay, so you find yourself alone here in the streets. No dog, no allies. You're moving about looking for someone to maybe help you, maybe, lend a sword arm, lend a bow, lend a spell towards your ends. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. Very good.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was kind of expecting a really terrible roll.
Well, I have made several inroads in, hiring those.
Yeah.
This is going to sound wrong, but I have hired those children in the past to help me find people, and I feel like I've laid the groundwork for the finding people.
Mm-hmm. You certainly have, and I think that's probably a good way to lean into this, because with that natural 20, you notice that the guy who had normally met you here at this particular well isn't there. And so you start getting suspicious, and you start asking the children who you've paid more than handsomely about the Red Razors. And one of the kids says, well, they all kind of up and disappeared a few days ago. There was a big fight in the Serpent's Head Inn, and they a bunch of them got killed. And if those that didn't get killed kind of either left town or they're just not around anymore. I don't know what to tell you, guy.
Was there a place where they might have hung out, or where some of the bigger adults that you wouldn't necessarily want to talk to might have been grouping up together in?
Yeah, so they would be hanging out at the Serpent's Head Inn, but it's closed now after the fight. I looked in the window, and there was all this blood inside. It was crazy. The authorities didn't even come and clean it out. They just kind of left the place as it was, and it's going to start to smell pretty bad in there. I don't know what happened to the proprietress, but it's going to be bad if nobody goes in there and cleans it up. I'm just a kid. I ain't doing it. He sniffs real hard and then wipes his face all big and dramatically, like kids do, where it's just the full arm face wipe.
So are there lots of people out and about on the streets still, or is it?
Yeah, go
Our
ahead.
tension's high enough to where people are staying indoors.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Let's see. Something bad's about to happen here.
Well, because the music.
It has.
No, because of the rolls. Like
Oh.
I've never rolled like this, and now it's gonna swing the opposite direction real soon.
You're rolling really, really good, buddy. That's not necessarily a good thing.
I know.
So the kid says, but we did hear that, there's some interesting stuff going on. There's some noble guy there's an arrest warrant out for him. He killed his whole family. Can you believe that? And as he's saying this to you, your eyes start looking around and you see members of the Night Raptors closing in around you on all sides.
Refresh my memory on the Night Raptors. They were the kind of who the Red Razors were fighting against, yeah?
The Night Raptors are the local garrison. They're basically the cops. They're the local military battalion that is keeping the peace.
Have they noticed me?
Yeah, they're kind of keeping an eye on you. They're keeping their distance, but they're keeping an eye on you.
And how crowded is the rest of the street? Are they like dispersed amongst the people around, or?
The street's starting to clear out a bit, but there are two guys kind of to the north. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you the scene. As soon as I get things sorted the way I want them to be. You're kind of by yourself here. The kid kind of notices the temperature of the room, so to speak, and says, "Oh, good luck, mister. See you around," and he scampers off.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of nonchalantly like stand up because I was like crouching down talking to him.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And kind of proceed with some of the crowd as I walk a little bit to the north because I don't see any of the garrison there.
Let me go ahead and make sure the tokens are arrayed in such a way that is helpful for everybody. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I didn't give people limited views that they should have. So, limited default. Everybody should be able to kind of see what's going on in the scene now, right? You might have to...
but yeah.
Might have to move your character. I mean, not your character. You might have to just like wiggle your canvas. Okay. Just doing a thing real quick. Okay. All right. So for this, you're going to start kind of sauntering towards those guys up to the north who don't appear to be troops.
Kind of like that's like my escape path, but I'm gonna kind of walk up to this central fountain area, kind of in the town square here.
That's a pillar, and on top of it there is a large brazier, and it provides a light at night, like a street lamp.
Yeah.
You wanna move up
so I'm gonna go up to the brazier, kind of walking nonchalantly as I start to see like the crowd kind of disperse a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of holler out to people while I'm standing here, kind of to make a scene right here. And I am going to say, my fair people, my name is Dominic Luicius Manipold III, and I am here to tell you that the Sharon family are not what they appear to be. Kind of, hugging this pillar, looking around at the guards as I'm saying this as loudly as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I want everyone to know that they will get their just rewards. And that from this day forward, there is a price on each of their heads. A bounty I will pay, blood for blood. And with that, kind of, as I hope I've kind of created a kind of a large scene, I'm gonna take off running to the north.
Okay, so as you're saying this, there are very few people around right there. Most of them are hanging out by their doors or kind of against their buildings, and they're as soon as you introduce yourself, one lady screams, "It's the murderer!" and runs away. But other people are whispering and pointing, and go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage because you're fighting basically the warrant that was put out for your arrest.
Persuasion, disadvantage. Let's see what we get here. Not too bad.
Not too bad. There's perhaps some doubts sowed into the minds of some people, perhaps those that may be more scrutinous or may be more inquisitive about what is happening here. But as you finish your little speech, one of these guys over here says, "Lord Manipul, you're under arrest." And as you begin to start running, we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative here.
As he's doing this, are we just kind of sitting here to the north?
You're kind of like walking down the street. You got into Sorath today. You're kind of taking a look around, and you come across this scene, which perhaps offends your clan's sensibilities of what a fair fight is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I make an insight to see how
Absolutely.
how heartfelt Agnar feels like that speech was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Same, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made a very good persuasion check as well, so your DC is fairly low. Not that you need it, clearly. Agnar, you might feel like maybe he's just putting on a show, but Renault, you are convinced that there is something fucky going on.
Agnar, what do we do? This looks bad.
I don't think he's going to hesitate at all. I think as soon as you ask him, Agnar's going to draw his sword and say, "Well, we help."
Okay. Roll initiative, gentlemen.
Roll initiative. Since I'm saying this while running, do I get advantage on initiative?
No.
Nope.
You're about to run. Yeah.
Is there a specific dialogue for? I noticed it actually calls it initiative there. So.
Yeah, you can double click on your character sheet, and it's under your proficiency. Just click on the word initiative, or you can click on your character's tab in the carousel at the top.
Off to a great start.
So this guy says, "He's about to bolt! Get him!" Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He dashes to get to you. Dominic, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I think it's worth taking the attack of opportunity here to bolt, because I'm not too sure anyone's coming to my aid right now.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I'm kind of running away, I'm gonna yell out 100 gold pieces for each head of each Sharan soldier that's brought to me, and kind of bolted. I'm gonna risk the attack.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20,
He misses.
25, 30. And do I see these two have their weapons drawn?
Do you guys have your weapons drawn?
I'm pulling an arrow to my bow. Yeah.
Yep, you do.
I'm gonna move 30, and I'm gonna kind of do an insight check on these two to see if I'm going to either plow through them or if they're hostile.
When Dominic yells out 100, Agnar's gonna call back. I'll take that deal.
In that case, I'm gonna move 5 here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna consider them friendly. And so I'm gonna do something that if
Here?
Yep, I'm gonna move once. So I'll move my full speed of 30, and then I'm gonna do something that if Rihanna caught me doing, she would gut me. I'm going to cast Unholy Frenzy on myself and these two people.
Okay. You need to make a sanity saving throw.
Yeah, she would gut.
I need to make a sanity saving throw.
Yes, your DC is 15. Oh, nice. You pass by 1. Okay.
I have never been clearer of mind.
So, what's your proficiency modifier? Up to half. Okay, so you can do yourself and one more person. You can't do all 3 of them. It's half your proficiency modifier.
Which one of I didn't get the physical description of these two. Just at a quick glance, what do the two look like?
Go ahead and describe yourselves, fellas.
Agnar, you like to go first?
Yeah, I'll take it. So Agnar is a medium height, stocky. He's kind of pale skinned, and he's got long brown hair. He's definitely got a musculature to him. And since he's drawn a sword, I could see at a glance him looking a lot like a fighter.
Renault is a youth. No, maybe some wisps of like facial hair, but not a lot. And he is tall, definitely over 6 feet, but very lanky. But he holds that bow like he knows, he knows how to use it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the more muscular one with the sword. Then I'm gonna cast it on myself and Agnar.
Okay.
And then I'm kind of gonna spin on my heels and ready myself to engage in combat here.
Sure. All right, so both of you gain an additional attack if you take the attack action for the next minute. And your movement speed is now doubled for the next minute.
I'm going to. I guess I have to click on it again to make sure that I cast it. So hold on. There we go. Now one of them's been cast. There we go. Perfect.
There you go.
Okay.
Renault.
I do want to point one thing out that I'm realizing. Did Dread Ambusher add to my initiative?
Dread Ambusher.
Because I don't know if it did. Because it should have added my wisdom mod, basically.
You have a +5 initiative. That's from your dexterity. You should have a +2 on top of that, so... Let me see if that... Yep, that should be a +7. Okay, so your current initiative is what? 17.2? So I'm gonna just adjust your initiative to 19.2.
Yep, that works.
So it's now your turn.
Okay. In that case... Oh god, Hegnar. I'm going to back up a little bit. Try to get a good shot off at this fella. Now you did cast Unholy Frenzy on me too.
No,
right?
just...
No, it was just Agnar. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the first attack of the combat, which means I also get some bonuses from Dread Ambusher. Okay, so I'm going to, first off, let's just fire. So, target our boy over here, because he's not coming any closer if I can help it. I'm not using sharpshooter this time, I think.
Okay.
So he looks like he's probably got a decent AC.
Yeah, roll critical damage. 26. You are like, all right, I'm gonna plink him. Arrow sails through the air, gets him right in the neck, and he falls down to a knee, and he's kind of holding his neck, barely holding onto his battle axe.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still up, but he's not looking good.
Let me see something. So that was 65 feet. With sharpshooter, I just need to make sure I know exactly what my range is here, because I know sharpshooter 2 allows me to shoot up to the max distance, right, without any...
Yes.
Yes, so... Oh, so that is not a problem.
No.
So... Just a moment. Ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doo. Hey, buddy, you're in range. Gonna do it again. And... if this one hits, I get to use the extra damage from...
Nope.
It does not hit, never mind.
The arrow bounces off of his plate armor.
Now, that was the attack from Dread Ambusher, but I also get one more attack because of extra attack, so...
And you get an attack from Unholy Frenzy.
Well, no, it wasn't on me, right? It was just
oh,
on
that's
Agnar.
right, yes. Just on Agnar.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're right. Sorry, my bad.
That would have been wild if I got 4 attacks in a turn, yeah.
Well, if he wouldn't have appeared just like a little lanky archer, I would have considered it. I mean...
Judging books by their cover, my guy, come on.
Shooting this guy?
Oh. Yes, the one back there.
Okay, that hits him.
Because this guy looks like he's having a hard time. I'm gonna let him get a breather real quick. So
He's having the worst time.
Flink.
Now, are you intending to kill him?
Honestly, I don't. At this point, Renault has no idea what's going on. He is just reacting. So he's gonna wait to see what he does and what Dominic does. But I mean, it's not like I can turn it into a bludgeoning attack with a bow, right? So
No, this is a yes or... I mean, you can shoot for something non-lethal, and he, you know, goes down but doesn't die immediately, or you can shoot for him in a lethal fashion. So it's a yes or no.
Oh, on this one?
Yeah.
No. I'm aiming for the one down here.
Oh, this
I
guy.
apologize. That's
Okay.
Should have clarified.
Yeah.
I thought that was what you meant.
Okay, so that's yep. He has hit points back.
Mm-hmm.
You had both of them
And-
targeted, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 12. Okay, yeah, so he catches the arrow in the shoulder. Ugh! He's got friends! Is that your last attack, or do you have one more?
That is the last attack. I think I'm going to call it there for my turn.
Alright. It's this guy's turn, he's gonna move up. Okay, he's gonna move to this wood pile, take cover behind it. And then he's going to take a shot at Dominic. Because that's who he believes he needs to shoot at. Miss. Agnar, your turn.
Also, quick question.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aren't we supposed to have music in the background?
There is music in the background.
I've got it.
Oh, then I am not hearing music.
Oh.
I hear it.
Yes, you should check your music tab and see if there's something fucky going on in there. Agnar, your turn.
Yeah, I've got questions about this magic that just hit me.
Yeah. You feel incredible right now.
Yeah, can I make a Arcana
Yeah.
to like identify this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's not what it seems.
It's just a name, dude. It's just the name.
Just the name. Just the name.
So, you're pretty in tune with your own wellspring energy, and this wellspring energy, this spell that just got placed on you, really riles you up. It really enhances your physical movement, your physical ability to get out attacks. You feel like your muscles are like lightning. It does have sort of a off tinge to it, but there's nothing inherently evil about it. But you know this is going to make you super tired, and it is definitely not in the normal realm of magic. This isn't something that normally can be applied to someone at this low level. This is like what you've been given should be a higher, more powerful spell.
But it's not something I would like try to resist. It doesn't feel negative at all.
Doesn't feel negative at all. Not that you can resist it. There's no saving throw against it.
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm still figuring out where buttons and everything are. So I know I'm going to take. I know I'm going to move. I'm going to move up to this guy that's on the right here. Yeah.
Okay. So you could use WASD or the arrow keys or 8 or the number pad. The number pad will move you as well.
And it's 5 feet per grid.
Yes.
So I've got one more.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, dumbass, what did you do with it?
We can hear you, son.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Also, remember, Unholy Frenzy gives you double your movement speed. So
It
if you
does.
can move 30, you can now move 60.
Right. So you can get there easy.
Oh, yep, I had definitely forgotten that detail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do I grab this guy as a target?
You can right-click on him and then click the target button, or you can click on the bullseye button under token controls in the top left. Token controls is the person. And you can also hover over somebody and press T with your mouse. Hover over someone, press T
gotcha.
with the mouse.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. There's usually more than one way to do something in Foundry.
So, it's my first time personally running a sorcerer.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can, because this is suddenly looking rather dire from Agnar's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd like to, I took Quicken spell, right?
You did.
So I'd like to spend my a couple of meta magic points to quicken spell a booming blade.
Okay. So Booming Blade attack as a bonus action.
Yeah, so should I just select booming blade from the spells list?
Banish the
after that?
weapon used in spells casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within you. On a hit, the target suffers... So you make a regular attack roll first with your weapon.
Okay, so with the short sword.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know why that was an advantage.
I don't know why it was with disadvantage. You still hit him. You would have hit him regardless. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, as soon as I get there.
There should be a damage button in the chat card.
Yeah, I think I'd also like to throw Lightning Bruiser onto this.
Cool.
So I'll get another 1d6 in physical damage.
Sure. Lightning Bruiser?
Yeah, from the Darthaki.
Oh,
Features.
yes. Yep. So... And then throw another d6 on it. So one more. Okay. You jab your short sword into this guy, slashing him a little bit. You cut into his armor. He kind of growls, "Ugh!" And then says, "Is that all you've got, punk?" And you see the little where you made the cut. There's like this crackling energy starting to spread up around him, knowing that your booming blade spell took. If he moves, he's gonna basically explode with thunder damage. That's your bonus action.
Okay, I've also got, I think I've got an extra 1d8 thunder just from the booming blade
me see.
hit, not from the conditional in addition to that.
Spells damage. Hold on. On hit, the target suffers the weapon attack's normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before them, the target takes 1d8 thunder damage and the spell ends. The damage increases when you reach certain levels. At 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8. Yes, so so go ahead and roll a d8 of thunder.
I don't know how to type that damage while it's on the
On the dice tray below the chat, there should be a d8. You can just click that and then roll it.
Okay.
Yep. And another one. Okay. And if he moves, it's 2d8 Thunder damage. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's your bonus action.
And then for my regular action, I'm going to take the attack action
Okay.
because I get an extra one with Unholy Frenzy now, right?
Yep. Oh, nice. Okay, go ahead and roll damage there. 5 more. Nice.
Okay, and then one more attack.
And then one more. Oh, that was so close to a 20. That one misses. So you surprise him a little bit when you come up to him and you slash him and then cut and then swing in again. He deflects your third blow with his kite shield. And he looks like he's spinning up to hit you with his battle axe. You definitely kind of caught this guy a little bit off guard. He's heavy infantry. So he's well armed and well armored. Is that the end?
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
I have a question about the battle songs.
Sure, yeah.
How's that fit into the action economy? Because I didn't see in the description where it was like a bonus or a full action or
No, it doesn't fit into the action economy. It's just something you can turn on.
Okay, well, I think instead of rising to the taunt of "Is that all you got?" Agnar's just gonna start, just immediately go into this war refrain.
Sure, yeah. So every allied creature within 15 feet of you gets a D4 to bonus to attack rolls and saving throws. He's a little too far, and Rinal is definitely too far. But it lasts for a minute, and it stacks with other bonuses. So
I think that's going to be the turn, though.
okay, cool. Good first turn. Let me find this fucking guy. Where is he? There he is. This guy says, "I got a fucking sorcerer," and he's gonna take a shot at you, Agnar. And he misses. He slides into the bush. Okay, that's his turn. 15, 20, 25, 30. Come up here and just take a shot at Dominic. Miss. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, or 30. 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. Okay. This guy's turn. He staggers up and basically charges at you, Dominic. Blood dripping from his neck, covering the whole front of his plate armor, and you see the Night Raptor's symbol on his shoulder pad.
He still have the arrow in his neck.
He does.
Get Chad.
Yeah, he does. I'm gonna fucking kill you, criminal! And he's gonna take a swing with his battle axe. He gets 2 attacks. First attack misses. Second attack. It's also gonna miss. You parry his attacks easily. He's definitely too wounded, too bloodied to continue to fight, but here he is. Picture of perfect Corinthian valor. Renal, it's your turn.
I'm gonna see the archer that's been firing at my cousin and say, "No, Agnar!" And I'm gonna fucking splatter this dude.
This guy all the way down here.
Oh yes, absolutely. I see you down there. Hey, no, that's the wrong thing. What's the distance? Ha! Well within my range. Get fucked.
Yikes. Yikes.
So. Actually, I'd like to use sharpshooter on this, so I believe that drops my attack roll by, what is it?
5.
-5. Yeah. So.
Your damage
Okay.
increases by 10.
That's right. So attack and normal.
That hits him.
And damage.
Oh my god. Plus 10.
4.
Plus 10. So, another 10 off. He's still alive, but, but he's down there in the bushes. Like, you basically like knocked him on his ass. He's scrambling to get back up.
I see him getting ready to get back up, and I'm not having that. So I'm gonna finish him off.
Okay. Now I assume you're shooting to kill now.
At this point, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Yeah, that hits him.
And
he's dead.
oh god, I'm sorry. And it's gonna be the end of my turn at this point.
Okay. Dominic, your turn. I can't hear you, Daniel.
Yeah. What I was saying is, Dominic's going to look over to his right at the singing swordsman, and then look like over his shoulder at the lanky guy just apologizing and decimating people with his bow, and just not say anything. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And then I am going to attack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
With my saber, which I am no longer hiding. It is done with hiding.
Okay.
So let's see if I can actually hit something. Come on, rolls. Continue to stay with me. Yes.
21. That raises your AC to 21. Oh, yeah. How do you want to finish this guy in close quarters? He's got an arrow sticking through his neck.
Just gonna finish it off at the neck.
Okay. You bring your saber up, cut him across the throat. He kind of lurches backwards as if surprised, drops his battle axe. Blood sprays all over you, and he hits the ground in a heap.
Then I'm going to yell out and charge at this next one. T.
$22 hits.
Alright. And then I believe I get one more attack with Unholy Frenzy, and that's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He misses. Okay. Dominic, you just attacked and killed a servant of the crown.
Let me go look here. Yeah, does that make me an Oathbreaker now?
It does. Should you survive this combat, you will fully become an Oathbreaker. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's this guy's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to move again so he can flank you. And that is his turn. This guy gets advantage now to hit you. Uh, 19 misses. Your Shield of Faith definitely helping you out there. And 15 misses again. Alright. That 19 would have hit you before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see, it's this guy's turn. After you've wounded him, he's going to take a strike at you because he has no reason to move. He hits. Dealing 6 points of slashing. And his second attack also hits. As he starts chipping away at you, you're fencing off with him, right? And he parries your short sword, chops you in the side a little bit, and then he comes down over your head. You block with your sword, but he's too strong, and the axe blade bites into your shoulder. You know immediately that he outmatches you as a fighter.
Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep. It's this guy's turn now. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're now overwhelmed, Dominic. That one hits.
Oof.
You gotta make a concentration check. For your shield.
Concentration.
DC 10. You can just use the chat button.
Yes.
Alright, you pass. Second attack. That also hits. Concentration check again. Alright, you pass. Where's this guy? Let's see. He saw a couple of arrows come down. You're definitely out of range, Renault. So he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to come running across, slides on his knees to kind of spin and take aim at you. These guys, you can definitely tell, these guys are experienced, but they're not veteran level of experienced. Because they're not putting out arrows as fast as you could, for example. But he does take a shot nowhere near you. But that was impressive, him being able to move and then turn and shoot in your, at least in your general direction without hitting anybody else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. takes a knee and fires 2 shots at Dominic. She's out in the open, so she does not get advantage. Both misses. Agnar, your turn.
Okie doke. So I have kind of a question about the, like, what the I guess, Darthaki kind of mentality towards this sort of fight is.
Okay, so whoever this guy is, he's definitely outmatched. This is not a fair fight in your opinion, and all fights should be fair in your opinion as a blood axe. So
I'm also guessing that, specifically coming from Blood Axe and the kind of brutality that I guess they casually grow up with, that Agnar has no qualms about killing these people, right?
No, but you do also recognize that these guys are Corinthian military, and that could make some things a little bit more difficult if they're able to identify you later. So
Okay, gotcha.
I will say, if you glance over at Dominic, from his body language, he's about to bolt.
And that's obvious enough that I would just be able to pick that up.
Yeah, Dominic's not very good at hiding his anything. What's your passive insight? 10. You'd have to make an insight check.
Yeah.
Because his passive deception is 13, so you have to make an insight check. It's going to be a surprise to you when he does run away, because it kind of looks like he's in the midst of a pretty hefty melee right there.
Yeah. Which I think Agnar's impulse would be to go help out with. So.
Okay.
Okay, I think I am going to hit this guy with another booming blade.
Okay. Click and spell booming blade? Or just a regular booming blade?
Just a regular booming blade.
Okay.
So just the short sword attack?
Yep. Hey, there you go. Despite how good he is at getting through your defenses, you've proven you can get through his too. Go ahead and roll damage. And you get another D8 on top of that. Okay, 3 more. Definitely are whittling him down.
Okay, and then I was going to Misty Step.
Okay. Poof, you're gone.
I was going to end up right as soon as I figure out how to ping.
Click and hold. So right there?
Yeah, just right where I can hopefully help him be less surrounded.
Okay. I'm taking a little bit of pressure off. Okay, cool. Anything else?
No, I think that's everything. I don't think I have any free actions that are relevant right this second.
I do want to remind you, you do have shield.
Yeah, I was hoping to save it for when 2 people decided to murder me instead of just the one, but I also didn't expect the one to hit me twice, so...
Right. Okay, end of your turn then.
Yes.
Alright, it's this guy's turn. He kind of sees where these arrows are coming from. He's going to move up, take cover behind the wood pile, and take a shot at Renault. Oh, that's going to hit you. 6 points of damage. You see this guy come out from behind the woodpile, pop a shot at you over the woodpile, arrow right in your lower leg.
Oh.
Okay. It's this guy. He sees that his guys are basically kind of surrounding this group here. He's going to move past you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You see this guy is charging at you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're in melee with him. Steps over the bush. He says, "All right, you little shit." And you see he's winding up to hit you.
He can fucking try.
He's going to. This guy's turn. He's gonna. Oh, he's dead. Right. Yes, this guy is dead. Renal, your turn.
I would like to cast Zephyr Strike.
It's Renault or Renault?
Renault.
Renault.
Yes.
Okay. Zephyr Strike.
Emphasis on the alt, not Rin. So, but yeah, I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike so I don't get opportunity attacks. By the way, one more thing, since we're kind of getting into movement speed, I think we had figured it out before we had to remake the character that the carrying weight was below the maximum, because I think I dropped the hunting trap out of it.
Okay. Goodbye, hunting trap. Nope, you're still over your maximum.
My max, what was it? There was something else.
You're over your max by about 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Drop the rope. I won't need that. Yeah.
Goodbye, rope.
Adventurers all over the world will hate me for this one trick. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the hell away from this dude. So that should put me at my normal movement speed of 30, yes.
So Zephyr Strike, are you going to attack him with it?
Yes, in a second, because the way that it works is that if I attack on the same turn that I have Zephyr Strike, I believe, right? Let me just double check.
Once you move like the wind until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke attack. Of opportunity.
Yeah, I get advantage on one weapon attack, and that attack deals an extra 1d8. So,
okay, yeah. So you can. So you attack him first, and then you move. Okay, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, I have to do it while I'm there.
Yeah. So you basically attack, and once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your. Oh well, never mind. You don't have to.
It's once before the spell ends. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna back the hell up right here.
You Dark Soul rolls out of the bush, and he's like, "Oh fuck, he's gone."
I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy if I can. So I get advantage on this next attack.
Right. Hits.
Nice. And I wasn't, just so I wasn't intending to use sharpshooter here too. So,
you were or weren't?
No, I was not. Not. Because I figure these guys have a higher AC, even though it might have been smart.
It's
whatever.
16. You can see it. It's right there.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and...
I like scaring my players with the facts. 8. That's pretty good.
Yes.
So you Dark Soul rolls out of the way, come to your feet, turn, fire, hamstringing him. Ugh!
And then he gets the extra D8 from the damage from the thingy.
Ooh, it's big 6.
And I'm gonna do the other. No, I can't do that right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit him with another arrow in that case.
Okay.
This one's just a normal because I don't get advantage on it, I believe.
You miss.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's disappointing. In that case, I'm gonna run further.
Okay, yeah.
Because I get a full 60 feet on this turn, so...
Yeah, you do realize they do move pretty slow. They move about... The most they can move is about 50 feet in a turn.
Is this like a door right
That's
here?
a wall.
That is a wall,
That
okay.
is a wall.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and...
You want to try to break through the wall?
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna get right up against the wall and get ready to run if he keeps coming after me.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
All right.
I
Dominic,
need to
your
drop
turn.
the spells.
If you're muted, Dominic, we can't hear you.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
I don't feel like this is a situation that we could win, or if we do, it's one of us is going to go down. Plus, I'm not entirely convinced that these guards are entirely guilty, even though they're working for who I consider to be villains.
Yes.
They're
probably only doing that because they're the town's garrison, right?
Right.
You know how this stuff works. This is the town's garrison. It just happens to be that Nikolai Charon is in charge of the town. Because he got recently elected governor by the crown. Or appointed, rather. So.
I don't want to leave my new sorcerer here, because if I book it, they're going to gang up on him. So, since they're after me, for some reason my whole screen moves. Like I mouse locked myself.
That help?
Let me see if I untarget this guy. Since they're after me, I'm gonna call over my shoulder to Agnar to circle north. And then I don't want to give anything else away because these other guys
are right there.
are right there. And I am going to... Oh, this could hurt. I think I'm gonna do the attacks and run this way while I have my shield.
Okay.
To try to pull them away from the group, and since I'm so much faster, get them to chase me.
All right.
And hope my luck holds out for me to make it here.
Okay, so you're gonna provoke opportunity attacks?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 attacks coming your way. That one would hit. So you take 7. Next one.
Let me check my constitution here.
Miss. Oh, good. And then last one, also a miss. Alright, so you only get hit once on your way out. It's this guy. Of course, he's super pissed at you. That's 25 feet. You can run 60 feet without...
Yep.
Yeah. Without
I just stopped there until your attacks were done, but I'm doing my full movement and my additional movement.
Okay, so you're going to book it. You're going to be able to make it off the map, which would immediately remove you from the combat.
I don't want to go too far to where that they can't see me, but I also don't want them to pull me in combat again. So I'm gonna go yelling in this way that the Sharon family is a bunch of murderers as loud as I can.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
And I'm trying to pull as much of their attention towards me as I can, because I'm the one with the bounty. I'm the one they're after here.
Right. You're the one with the warrant.
Right. So let's see if they can move.
50.
I kind of have an idea of how far they can move because they all rushed at me.
Yeah, you're a little bit outside of their range now. If they all chased you, they wouldn't be able to catch you this turn.
Okay, that's where I'm gonna.
This guy can still shoot you from where he is. So
That's okay. That's okay.
that's okay to get shot, right?
a little pain, hopefully, to be their target.
Okay.
Okay, I'll end it there.
Okay, so this guy's gonna shove you to the ground, Agnar. This is I believe it's an athletics check. Yeah. Can you beat a 24?
With athletics?
Yeah. I believe a shove attack is a athletics check. Let me check.
I'd have to roll a 19 or a 20, I think.
Okay, but hold on. Let me just look at this real quick. Shut up. You make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength or acrobatics. You can acrobatics or athletics it. You have to beat a 24.
So I'd have +5 in athletics, and then do I get the +1d4 from my own song?
Yes. So you could make it with a +9. You'd have to roll a 15 or better.
Okay.
Moment of truth.
Can I also... Do I have the chance for any other reactions to this?
No, you have to make the resistance roll. Otherwise, you automatically push to the ground. Because he's using his attack to push you to the ground. Oof.
Oh no.
Yikes. Yeah, so he's going to push you to the ground. So you're prone now. Where the hell is prone? There it is. You do have a feature from your race called Rise and Maim. So here's your reaction. You can use this as soon as he pushes you to the ground.
Can I also, after Dominic tells me to circle north and runs off, can I make another insight about whether or not Agnar thinks this guy just used him as a decoy?
Yeah, make an insight check. Oy. You definitely feel like you've been used as a decoy.
Yeah. This, Agnar's been suspicious from the start. He fully believes this guy just left him to die.
Yeah, you might want to catch up with him and have some words with him about that later. At the very least, you know which way he's going to go.
Worst case scenario, if we were to drop our weapens, would they still... We'd get arrested.
Yeah. They try to figure out who killed who. Because they're two dead men right now. You might be on the hook for murder, Renal.
Yeah, I don't think Agnar's actually gotten a kill yet, so...
No, he's just wounded somebody. He might just get arrested and, have to deal with that. But you are definitely on the hook for murder, because you killed a man.
Yeah, I guess it also depends. That other dude might take a step and then explode.
Right, yeah, he might just fucking... that guy just might fucking explode, so who knows?
And they blame it on you.
Murder second, murder third. I guess the other question I have before I do Rise and Maim is, because that's going to eat my reaction.
Yeah.
Would I be able to cast shield from the floor?
Yes, you can cast shield from the floor.
Because I think I'm on the ground surrounded by guys. I'm more interested in doing a shield than I
Okay.
am from just not being prone anymore, if that makes sense.
Sometimes people just explode. Okay, so you're gonna forgo the rise and maim. He's gonna take an attack with his battle axe at advantage because you're on the ground. He's gonna miss, and then he's gonna run away from you to chase Dominic. You are not important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to take a swing at him, you can, but it's a disadvantage because you're prone.
No, I don't think I'm going to take an opportunity attack. I think.
Okay. He's fucking getting away! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy takes a step. 2d8.
You want me to roll that?
Yes, I do. If you put in brackets thunder, after your roll, it'll do the dice in the thunder style. Like that. Without the quotes. We're coming up on our break. 8. He doesn't die, but he lurches suddenly. Oh, what was that?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna put you back. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He looks over his shoulder as he runs past you, Agnar, and says, "We're coming back for you. Don't fucking move." This guy is going to run. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. He's going to take a shot. Going to try to, hamstring you. That misses. You see a arrow skate past you on the ground. You definitely know that guy was shooting for your hamstring. Trying to keep you from running away. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. This lady is fucking fast, Dominic.
About to lay on the speed.
Yeah. Agnar, your turn.
Okay, I'm still affected by Unholy Frenzy, right?
Yes. It's for a minute.
Okay, so I am fast, is what I heard from that.
Yes, you are able to run 60 feet with just your movement. You
Okay,
could
so
you could stand. That would take half of your normal movement, 15, would leave you with 45. You could get off the map with a move and a dash.
yeah, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna do a scan of the street because I think I didn't have my. Is it obvious where Renault is?
Renault's not stealthing, so yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna lock eyes with Renault and I'm gonna yell out. He ran off. And then if I can catch Renault's eyes after that, I'm gonna say. Oh, my push to talk game.
You can just put yourself on voice activity.
Yeah, I'll figure it out in a second when it's not my turn. I'm gonna say this is one of those times where I think it's not dishonorable to run, and then I'm gonna move and dash.
Okay. Yeah, and you can say this in Darthaki. That you both have that language. You both know how to speak that to each other, and you're fairly certain these Corinthians around you don't know Darthaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That
So
makes
you're gonna run off. You're gonna be off the map. which will remove you from combat. You've survived. I'm going to put you back on the map, so when this tallies up, you can get the experience points for it. But you are off the map. Okay. That is the end of your turn. This guy says, "Oh fuck, he's fast!" as he sees you kind of scramble up and run away. And then he comes around the corner, looking for Renault. Sees him. He's gonna take a shot at him. Misses. That's the end of his turn, because he only gets one shot.
I'm
Not your turn yet.
I'm just. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You see another arrow come through the bushes. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You're under arrest, kid. Your turn.
I'm debating if I want to use step again and just be like, no, I'm not. No.
That might be the move, honestly, because he's close enough to you to chase you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shit. Let's burn another spell slot. Zephyr Strike it is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, no, I'm not, and I'm just gonna book it.
Okay.
Straight off the map and dash.
All right. You are also off the map. You are no longer in combat. I'm gonna have to delete you so you're removed from the tracker. But I'm gonna put you right back.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Fuck, he's getting away! Which brings us back to Dominic.
Dominic's just gonna have to trust that they got his meaning earlier, and I'm gonna continue to book it myself. I'm gonna try to lose the people kind of in the side streets here. I have another Unholy Frenzy if I need to burn it, but that's gonna completely destroy me if I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna just lay on the speed, circle north, try to find them, and then run kind of tail between my legs back to Rihanna and Vera. Like, you will always remember this. This is the day you almost caught Dominic Lewis, just Manipul III, and just run.
All right. Because these guys are extremely interested in chasing you, we are now entering a chase sequence. I'm going to end the combat here. And we're going to stop this and stop that. And, where are my creatures? Creatures. I'm just going to do a manual tally. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys. So that's 600. Plus 3 of these guys, which is another 300. 900. Plus 1 of these gals, which is another 100. That's 1,000. Halved because you did not destroy them all, but you did get away alive. And then we're going to add players. No tokens currently selected. Add. You guys should have increased your XP by 166 points, which is what I see on your sheets. Which now we're going to go to a short break because it's 7 o'clock, and I got to finish our session by 8, but I do want to check on the dogs, so we're gonna go and on a short break, and then we will see what the other half of the party has been up to. So, real quick intermission. here we go.
Mm.
We are back. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, we're going to transition over to the other side of the team who are hanging out at our wonderful Set Truck Training Center. You all had just had a very long discussion with Silver Knight Redgrass. And now you're considering what to do. Oh, no, not that one. We're going to do this one. Okay.
So, Tim,
No,
we
you're...
let him.
Oh, you guys are talking, or are you talking to
We're
Tim?
talking.
Okay, never mind. I'll
I
shut up.
know we're talking. We let him go off with Gawain. Hopefully, Gawain will not let him get into too much trouble, but I have my doubts. He wasn't nicknamed Trouble for without cause. So, do either of you remember which way he was going?
I thought it was towards the central city. He didn't say what for.
No, he never does.
This arrest warrant is new information.
Yeah.
Wait, he has an arrest warrant?
That's what we learned while we were in the...
Oh yeah, you didn't hear about that. I'm so sorry, James. Yeah, let's walk this way so perhaps we shan't be overheard because
We have Mayhem with us, right?
Yes, you have the
Yeah.
good boy. You left
We have-
him with James in your meeting. Yeah.
Yes, you know who's
Yes.
very good at sniffing people out?
Good boy.
It's like a whole feature.
Yes, I know it's a whole feature. We walk for a while and okay, Timmy seems to be wanted for patricide, matricide, filicide, arson, murder.
All the sides.
Yeah, did I leave anything out?
Well,
Dear?
sororicide is not on the list.
Oh, so he didn't kill his aunts and uncles. Okay. So, we have 3 choices, possibly 4. We can either go, and even though we've heard Tim's side of it before, pin him against a wall and get him to talk again. Thump him over the head and turn him over to the city guard. Give him his horse, hit it on its tail, and send it out of the damn city. Or, and I have to admit this one appeals to me on so many levels, I take his head off at his shoulders and we turn it into bounty. Do you guys see any other options?
Well, I do think we owe it to Dominic to at least let him tell his story. He has his secrets, but he's always been at least forthright about when we've poked, I guess.
Yes, but he's also the reason we ended up with that, dealing with that thing with the coffin, and I think we should call him Tim when we're ever around possibly being overheard. I do not want to see the inside of a jail cell. I've managed to avoid it this entire time. I see no reason to add that to my life adventures. James, what's your view?
I think it's best if we first hear his side of the story. I mean,
Okay.
you heard my side of the story when when it got wrong with me, you gave me a
Yes.
second chance.
I mean, so
Fair
far, the
enough.
only thing that's changed is that the people that we know were his, enemies have figured out he's alive. This seems to track with what they would do if they found out they left a loose end. I'm not saying he's not an idiot, but so far,
Thank you, cousin. I needed the laugh.
you're welcome.
All right. Let's go ask. We will. If you would be so kind as to ask our good boy to find our wayward child, and we will go question him.
Okay. He is going to track down Timothy. So it is not very difficult because you have brought him this way before. He easily picks up the scent, and weather has been good lately. So he will take you along this way, back towards the city, into the city, through the side streets more or less, through the warehouse district, towards the site of where the battle occurred. And you see like 2 squads of heavy infantry, augmented by ranged infantry, just milling about. There's a lieutenant lurking there. Looks like Lieutenant Jace Hawline. It looks like there was a fight here. There's blood in the street. You guys are a ways back. You can see all this going on because they're being very public about it. And you direct Mayhem to not be here so that you don't get spotted by Jace. But if there's anything you want to do at that site from a distance, or if you want to risk getting close, just let me know. This is your chance to do that.
He's the one we don't trust, right?
Right. He's the one who attacked
Yes.
you.
Yeah, we need to.
Stay away from him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's got 2 full squads of heavy infantry. That's 10 heavy infantry. And he's got a squad of ranged infantry. That's 5 ranged infantry. So he's got 15 men plus himself.
Yeah. I'd rather fight demons. So let's.
We think he's
inconspicuously
responsible for
walk
that,
the
right?
other direction. Yeah, we do, but I'm pretty sure that the body count has something to do with Timothy and Gawain, and I'm really ashamed of Gawain. He should know better.
So we'll nudge Mayhem to try to scoot around and continue to lead us away from that, but towards Timmy.
Okay, you go ahead and...
Yep.
I believe you were trying to leave the city, Dominic, and head back to the boarding house, yeah?
Yep, to kind of hide out outside the boarding house, looking for the rest of the party, and then, if not, I would wait there for as long as I felt comfortable. And if there were any guards or anything, I would have left a note and gone and hide out in the graveyard.
Sure. Okay. So you know there's more than one entrance to the boarding house, but you're being chased right now. So this is a chase is an ongoing series of athletics rolls, because you cannot tell me that running for more than a minute is athletics. So you're going to be testing against the enemy squad. Successes is versus their roll. They will get closer to you when you fail, and it's against their passive. And you will get farther from them when you succeed. You need 3 successes to escape. 3 failures in a row will lead you to a fight again. So go ahead and roll your athletics check. You are, because it was round 3, You still have Unholy Frenzy, so you have advantage on this roll. Okay, you start to lag behind, getting a little overconfident. They are chasing you. They're getting a little close. That scout is super fast in comparison to the guys in the heavy armor, who are definitely eating it with this run. Go ahead and roll again.
I told you it was going to swing the other way, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
14 meets, so that's a beat. So that's one success. You realize that scout's catching up to you. You haul ass a little bit more, and there are only 3 exits to the city here, right? There's this one down here. There's this one over here, and there's this one up here in the north.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll again. You need 3 total successes, but 3 failures in a row will, be a fight it out.
Okay.
That's another success. 20. Very good. You're starting to get away from them. They're starting to lose track of you. That scout is still keeping up with you a little bit. They are able to, every time they lose you, they're able to pick up your trail a little bit, and then you start to hear them coordinating in the houses around you. They've picked up a few more troops here and there, just guards that were wandering about. Go ahead and roll for a third time. If you succeed this one, you get away. A 14, you succeed. You manage to give them the slip in the warehouse district, and you make it out of the city, weaving your way back towards the boarding house. You will arrive there before Rianne and company. Let me ask the Darthaki, which way would you go once you've escaped the battlefield? Where would you go?
Go ahead.
I think Agnar is definitely going to get Renault's opinion, and Agnar's opinion on it, though, is that he still thinks that Dominic lied when he said circle north. So he actually thinks that north is the way the guards aren't going to go. If that makes sense, like, if he's using us as a distraction, and it clearly didn't work because not a single guard followed us, if we just keep going north, that's good, right? Like,
That works for Renault, because Renault is kind of a little bit scared now. He was just full of adrenaline a moment ago, but he just killed people. This is bad.
Okay.
This is really bad.
As you guys are escaping, you head out of the north gate, which you had just passed through maybe an hour ago. And there's the boarding house, or you could head back north along the highway and leave the campaign. There's also an alchemist out here and some wild land. This tower, but that's a guard tower. And there's the graveyard over there.
you mentioned us having just bumbled into town. Is that boarding house a spot we might have stopped before we came in here?
You could have, yeah.
So it's not an unnatural place for us to be, like, kind of dejectedly walking back toward right now.
No, it's not unnatural for you to go back there. You've seen like 2 minutes, like an hour of the city, and you're like, ooh, this place is a lot to handle. Let's just be somewhere and settle down for a little bit. That would be like what would go through people's minds who are just staying there already. Like, the Darthaki are clearly out of place in a city. That tracks.
And we didn't see any guards there on the way in.
There were a couple of guards there, but they weren't. They were just kind of hanging out, just being positioned there. They weren't like involved inside the building or anything like that. They were just sentries. So it's likely that either they didn't move or they've been relieved since with new guys. So
Yeah, I mean, Agnar's going to suggest we go there. He's also going to pat Renault on the back and be kind of awkwardly congratulatory about getting some nice kills.
okay.
I mean, I don't think they really deserved that. I don't even know these people.
Renault?
Hmm?
You guys are now on this new map. Here you are.
Nice.
Yeah, I think as you say that, Agnar's got a hand to his chin while we're walking, just trying to do 10 whole wisdom of philosophy and moral ethics.
Mhm.
Like, oh, wait, maybe they didn't. Like, it's not a terrible point you have.
We have no idea why they wanted that guy. Didn't that one lady shout murderer? I mean, did we just help a serial killer?
Well, I mean, you heard the same speech I did. Did he sound truthful to you?
I mean, he did. He sounded very truthful, honestly, the way he was talking, Agnar, but I killed people. Oh god.
Yeah, I think. Can I take an insight on Renault, trying to get an idea of how really bothered he is about this?
Yeah,
your
breaking my purse.
your passive insight is over his passive deception. Yeah, he's easy to read. You know this kid.
I think Renault's motivation is right that he already ran. He doesn't exactly have much honor left to him, but the little bit he has, he's interested to keep.
Right. Yeah, I think Agnar is gonna give him a hug. He's definitely going in for the it's a rough world out here. We're gonna, at least until we get something going on.
Honestly, what do we do now? Should we leave the city? I mean, they're going to be looking for us.
How many people did we kill? Or how many people did you kill?
Pretty sure I got 2, right?
You
I
shot.
want to say.
You killed one because there were only 2 guys killed.
One of them did get shot in the neck, though.
You did shoot a guy in the
Oh.
neck, yeah.
I think there's a little bit of blame there on me, too.
Yeah, but you didn't nearly cut his head off, so.
And Dominic yelled out 100 gold to kill, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay, well, I think Agnar is gonna, once you ask him what we're gonna do, I think Agnar is gonna think for a minute and kind of tally that kill in half. And he's gonna look up and he's gonna say, well, I think Dominic, if that was his name, right, owes us 150. And a very long explanation.
I agree. Do we notice him over here?
I mean, he's clearly standing there. He's not hiding.
Well, I just figured I had my back to him.
Yeah, you do, but Renault's like facing you, I figure, and you're facing him. So he's clearly in Renault's eye line. He's
I'm
in
jogging
his
behind
peripherals.
the building.
This Dominic guy really owes us an explanation, Agnar.
Rianne and James and Veracasa, you guys are coming up the road. You're about 3 minutes out, but you do see 2 young men and Dominic kind of around the boarding house. There are no guards from where they are right now. But when you were moving through the city, there was a lot of heightened alert. So there's nobody out here now. Gentlemen,
There's nobody out there now, but
yeah. Gentlemen, continue your conversation.
I think after a considerable moment of lag, Agnar realizes that Renault's hinting that Dominic's behind.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to turn and take a couple of steps toward Dom.
Sure.
Oh, good. You guys made it quickly. In these bushes.
I'm full on going to gut punch him.
Oh!
Ah,
I guess if
I'll
you
be
want me to make an
flat-footed for
unarmed
that.
or...
completely not expecting that.
Okay, you take 2 points of damage.
do we see that?
Yeah, you see that guy punch Dominic in the stomach.
Yeah, and then I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and kind of straighten him up. And I'm going to ask him in a really serious tone, you need to convince me that we did not just kill innocent people for only gold.
And you need to pay us the gold.
1 second.
By the way, Dominic, there is a back door here that you are well aware of.
I'm gonna kind of like pull him over into the bushes, which is Dominic's sense of hiding. This is as far as stealthy as I get. And fine. Look, I'll tell you everything. I'm glad that you met me up here, like I said, while I pulled them away. Oh,
Can you just tell us when we get up there?
Yeah, you're almost there. You're like within 300 feet. You could sprint it if you want.
All right.
You gonna sprint it?
I just want to nudge the bush and be like, bushes don't talk.
Well, okay. So I'm just gonna have you guys sprint and show up right now. If you're all okay with that.
yeah.
So here's Rianne.
Works for me.
Actually, who sprinted was good boy because
Good boys, very fast. And here's James. God, James, turn out your light. Jesus.
yeah, we were chasing.
Hold on. We can all de-escalate this. Everyone just hide in the bushes real quick.
Do any of you that just ran up have your weapons out?
No.
Okay.
No.
I think Agnar's just going to put both, like, he's going to have his hands up kind of as a, like, oh, that's a lot of people suddenly.
Dominic, Timmy, darling. And if that doesn't put the fear of demons into Dominic, nothing will.
Yeah, kind of wide eyes.
One, who are your new friends? Who are your new friends? Where's Gawain? And have you been having fun in the city?
So it wasn't my fault. But
Well, that's the answer to the third question.
Gawain and I parted paths. I've met these two whenever I offered, or pronounced rather loudly, a bounty on the head of all of the Charan soldiers, maybe, in public. Anyway, they came to my aid when the town guard jumped us.
What? Stop. You did what in public?
We
And then
were
he
jumped by
ran.
the town guards.
He, if I
Excuse
might
me, nice
proclaim,
trainers. Please do.
yeah, he went ahead and made some announcement about some noble or other, and then ran in our direction as the guards were chasing him.
So these two are
And
really my
you are-
heroes.
mind that this is a road and bushes don't talk, so maybe we should, I don't know, go somewhere a little bit more private.
Yeah. Good point. I apologize. Yes. Who are your new friends, Timmy?
Why, this is. And he kind of points to.
Agnar's gonna like actually slump at that. He's gonna roll his neck, and I'm gonna the neck rolling is me using second wind and then I'm gonna take a step over to my new friends here and introduce myself as Agnar, and then I'm gonna point over to Renault and say, "This is Renault. We just recently arrived at the city, and I have to disagree with my new friend Dominic here. This is actually entirely his fault."
Oh, we had no doubt.
Oh, we
I'm gonna shake your
There was no
hand,
doubt.
and I am staring at Dominic and saying, Timmy, you had them kill for you and don't even know their names.
Dominic kind of like point at himself. You know, he's like bleeding, you know, out of breath, clearly like disheveled, like attacked. They attacked me.
Because
Not
you
these
have an
two.
arrest warrant out. Maybe
Sit-
we should take this elsewhere.
This
Okay.
news of an arrest
Yes.
warrant is new to you, Dominic.
Yeah, he's kind of like blinking, like that hasn't processed yet. Like he's trying to think of any of the crimes he's committed. Like for having forged documents.
Oddly enough, no. And on that note, Rianne puts her hand over his mouth. Don't say anything else to get you into any more trouble until we're inside. I don't care.
I am petting
Do
this
you
dog
wanna
while
keep-
that's happening.
You absolutely can do that.
Go ahead and name him.
He can actually heal you a little bit.
Just
Physically, mentally, emotionally. That is what he does.
I'm gonna, while this is happening, I'd like to cast Beast Bond. Oh, he actually did heal.
what does that do?
Well,
Yeah.
it allows me, for the time being, to be able to communicate with him. Bloop. So, oh, I didn't drop me down to one spell slot. I was at 2. But,
Why does it keep posting primeval awareness for you?
does it keep doing that? I don't know. I
Do you
didn't
keep-
click it.
Do you keep accidentally clicking it?
No, I don't think so. What in the world? Why is it doing this?
That's weird. I'll investigate, but you you continue your scene.
Yes. So I would like to. It lets me basically build a telepathic link with the Dogo, and I would like to communicate with him, and just kind of like see if I can figure out a little bit about these new people from the Dago.
Okay.
He's able to communicate simple emotions and concepts to me.
You understand that Mayhem regards everyone here as his best friend. Veracasa is his best friend. He has protective feelings towards her, and same feelings towards James. Best friend, protect. Rianne, best friend, protect. Dominic, also best friend, protect.
I send back, but they can't all be your best friends. Who's your actual best friend?
You have broken him. He sits there and he looks entirely 100% confused. He is now only confused.
Can I trust these people?
Emphatic yes. Lots of tail wag.
I don't know
Almost
what
to
I
the point
expected.
where body wiggle. is happening.
Well, all right. That's basically what I wanted to know, I guess.
I've got a question about the magical senses.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to read up on it while they were talking, but I don't think maybe we didn't add that feature
shit.
back to me in the rebuild.
Yeah, let me go ahead and...
Yeah, and then basically my question was, now that everybody's kind of in a clump around me, do I need to make a check, or do I get any passive feeling off anybody?
I mean, some of their items are clearly magical. You can kind of feel the thrum of the wellspring energy coming off of them, even this close, which means they're a little powerful. This group is pretty much well armed and armed to the teeth. I put the feature in your feature list there. Basically, it's a passive. You can do the math for yourself to figure out what your range is, but the range for cantrips is always 0 because of math. So...
Okay.
I believe Vera emphatically wishes for you all to move inside.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Brienne
much
is going
so.
to put Timmy in an arm lock, remove her hand from his mouth, and we're going to go inside and talk now. You can't talk until we're inside and alone. Got it? You can
Dominic
nod your
nods.
head. That's okay.
Sweet meat,
Good.
Jesus.
I think
Does it-
Congratulations, you've managed to
Does it
piss
one of
her off.
us have the big room?
You both have the same size room,
Okay.
but
I thought one of us had a bigger room.
No, but there is a big meeting room that's fairly private.
Okay.
Yep, and that's that's the one with the piano.
Although that's kind of like the event hall. The meeting room is next to it.
Yeah.
Actually,
All right. So
You
Brienne's going
guys
to go
head
to the
there. I'll
meeting hall.
talk to the bartender, make sure they know it's in use.
What is going on with your primeval awareness, Renault?
I don't even know. So what I did there, because I realized I had my spell slot a little one too high, so I reduced it, and when I hit enter, it said primeval awareness and did the little rah thing.
Did it give you a pop up?
Yeah, well, it gave me a little pop up and everything, and it posted in the chat, and yeah.
Interesting. Like, was it a pop up you could close?
Oh no pop up. I mean, like it did the effect and then it put it in chat. My bad. I didn't understand. Yeah.
You should not
I
be able to
think,
interact with doors from that distance.
As everybody else kind of makes to walk off, Agnar's just going to grab Renald for a second and ask, like, do you want to go in with them?
Well, I think it's the only way we'll get paid, right?
Okay, yeah, and then he's going to walk with everybody else.
Let me figure that out. Hold on. Continue, guys. Don't
Yes.
mind me.
Oh, was this the back door right next to me? Or was
That
it
is a back door, yeah. That's a door.
Oh, we like doors.
This woman here says, "This is the kitchen! You're not supposed to be back here! Why does no one respect the boundaries of employee versus customer? Move! Go!
In
Go!
his best low Kruick, he's going to say, I'm sorry, I can't read if there was a sign I did not see.
Just go. Just go.
Can I have one of these cheese wedges?
Yes, take the cheese wedge and go.
I grab the cheese wedge and I just keep on walking.
Is there a baguette?
Oh, of course there's a baguette.
I would like to grab a baguette for Mayhem.
Okay, you grab a baguette
Good
from
boy.
Mayhem. He's gonna have diabetes.
I guess we would have followed everybody else in.
Looks like they're over here.
Is there anybody we're missing? Did we leave behind somebody? Oh, there's Vera. Okay. Let me just casually drop you over there. Just move you through walls. Sorry.
Magic.
I'm gonna instinctively kind of stand by the window. I trying to blend into the wall here during this talk.
Is everybody here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, everybody's here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Mayhem. James, the door is right next to you. Can you shut that? Is that something? Yeah, okay.
I can.
Aha.
Dominic's gonna slump down in one of the chairs. It's been a trying day so far.
I will break you off a piece of baguette.
Sorry.
Much
I'm nibbling on
appreciated.
my cheeks.
Does anybody have anything for silence? How much do we trust this room?
Well, since no one knew we were going to be going into it,
All right.
it should be fairly safe. I mean, I don't have anything for silence.
I mean,
Do
I'm not
you?
sure I trust any of you all to make this room silent. What if you kill us here and nobody hears our
Fair enough.
screams?
That is valid.
I like you. I like
Smart.
you.
Very smart. You owe them an explanation. You owe us an explanation.
For what? I'm just as confused as you guys
Really?
appear not to be.
No. Oh, okay. Nice strangers. What are your names?
I'm gonna point to myself and say Agnar, and I'm sitting at the table, and then I'm gonna point to Renault on the side of the room and say Renault.
Great. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Rianne. We'll worry about titles and whatnot later. What happened from your point of view with Timmy here?
He gave. Well, we were walking to the street towards this inn that someone told us about, which I guess was closed for the day, so we had to turn around. And then he walked underneath what was it, like a pillar with like a brazier at the top?
Yep.
And gave a speech about vengeance for his family, which was very rousing at the time. And then a bunch of armored guards tried to detain him, and he offered 100 gold for each one of them we killed. So we started to help.
There's a few discrepancies there that, you see Dominic's kind of like wiltering under the side glare that I'm sure he's getting. A couple of clarifications.
Please, by all means, Timmy, clarify.
So, I was going to go to the slums and see if we could pull up any information about what was going on. As I was going there, me and Gawain parted ways. And I was making my way to go check on some contacts I had made earlier on. As I was approaching the town square asking about my contacts, I noticed that I was being surrounded. And so I did what any reasonable person would do. I created a distraction by loudly proclaiming that the Sharon family were a bunch of murderers, which they are. And I was rushed, unjustly assaulted. Where during my speech, I might have said that I would pay 100 gold a head for any Sharon mercenary to try to rile up support for our cause. How was I supposed to know that had a arrest warrant out. Anyway, I bumped into
Yeah,
these
well,
two strangers. These two, they came to my aid, and we managed to escape.
You know, Agnar, I think that instead of the 150, they probably owe us 200 at this point. Because that one that I shot in the neck and then he finished off, I couldn't tell if I got the jugular. But when they removed that arrow, 50-50 chance on if he would have lived.
I was a
Well-
lot closer. I think he would have died.
Technically, those were town guards and not House Charon soldiers, so...
Oh, this gets a very angry lean forward out of Agnar.
We'll
Both
call it
elbows on the table.
we'll call it even at 150.
Side eyes over to Renault for approval.
Yeah, he sighs and shrugs his shoulders.
175.
Dominic, you attacked city guards.
I defended myself from being attacked by city guards.
Were they trying to kill you before you did?
Well, it all happened so fast, you see. and-
No, this is a simple. So you attacked city guards. For
well,
no other reason than actually doing their duty.
technically, I think he attacked first. He's going to point over towards the bowman.
Was this before or after you threw the statement, I offer 100 gold for their heads?
Well, you see, it happened so fast.
Before
And-
or after?
The attack? That might have been afterward.
Is it that?
His attack?
Brilliant.
Well, I could see where there could have been some confusion.
Did you gentlemen attack before or after he offered 100 gold?
After.
Definitely after.
I think
Would you have
Renault...
attacked if
Oh, sorry.
you just seen him get arrested? Would you? Would you have come to his defense if you saw him being arrested by the city guard?
I'm going to look to Agnar for that one.
If it wasn't a fight, no. I don't think we would have gotten into... It's it's their business at that point.
So
I don't
not
understand
only
why
do
they
you
would.
have a bounty put on your head for various crimes. You have also assaulted and murdered members of the city guard. Admittedly, we're not their friends, but it's still the city guard. And you dragged two Darthaki into this charming mess.
Are we going to
When
sit
we
here and
have
pretend?
demons.
Are we going to pretend that the city guard are innocent in all of this? They attacked us not but 2 days ago in front of this very inn.
Very specific guard did.
And how am I supposed to know which is
And
which?
probably I'm still trying to figure out what you said to Gawain to make him leave.
I said nothing of the sort.
Well, he was coming along to watch after you. How do we know you didn't murder him as well?
Dominic will look sincerely taken aback by that.
We've been
do
taking a
not.
great deal merely on your word.
I don't know what else I could do if not by convince you of my actions so far that I am not a wandering murderer.
I find it exceedingly convenient that when certain things happen, the one person I know of that could cast truth is gone from our party.
Well, considering I'm the one sitting here being chastised, I find it exceedingly inconvenient.
I'm gonna walk up and put my hand on Rhiann's shoulder and just kind of push a little bit as like a back off a little bit.
Please, cousin, go right ahead.
Timmy, have we said why you have an arrest warrant yet?
No, I have no idea why I would have an arrest warrant. The only crime I've committed is forging some documents.
Well, you've also been walking around the city, and either what they're saying is true, or the Charon have gotten wind that you didn't kill everybody. You're getting blamed for it.
For killing who? All that we've done is discovered bodies and kill undead so far.
Killing your own.
My what? I've not touched a single hair of any of our party members.
Timmy, you're being intentionally dense right now. I know this is very hard.
You can't mean that they're saying that I...
You have a copy of the arrest warrant.
I will solemnly hand it over to him.
Donna's gonna kind of snatch it out of her hands and then read over it. And become visibly upset the more he reads.
While he's reading and there's a quiet moment, can I get like a description of Rianne and
Veracasa.
yeah,
and
and
James.
Veracasa. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Sure.
Rianne is a tall, and I mean tall, dark elf with black hair and gray eyes, and she is wearing, oddly enough, red silk tunic and she carries a battle axe, usually a battle axe and shield, and doesn't seem to have armor on.
Vera is going to look somewhat similar. They are also cousins. Much, much younger. So she's half drow as well. Carries herself like she's also military. And I forget. Well, if it's Vera, so she obviously has a sword. Because that's the only weapon she knows. She has a saber and some javelins. Much stockier.
And James?
Sorry, mic was muted. Thank you. James looks like a human. Yeah, he is human. Somewhat on the older side. His hair is a little bit ruffled, but his beard and mustache is relatively maintained. He's wearing armor, has a shield, and it seems like he has a bunch of weapons I just see in his inventory. Most of them aren't really accessible. They are mostly attached to his backpack. One sword is easily accessible and is on his hips.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think while Dominic is looking over this paper, Agnar is going to see that moment to kind of jump into the discussion and look at Brianna, especially as you reply in Darthok, and he's gonna say, "Ma'am, I mean, I'll be honest, it's not like we didn't volunteer to hurt the guards, whether or not we knew they were guards, and we're involved. But is this particularly a discussion you want me and Renault here for?"
Yes, because unless you killed everybody, which is possible,
No.
did you? So they know what you look like. Therefore, it would be incredibly bad manners for us to let you go out and get into even more trouble simply because you were trying to be helpful.
He's gonna nod, and if there's some kind of Darthaki equivalent of "in for a penny, in for a pound" as an idiom, that's his reply.
Absolutely. Everybody's got that kind of idiom, so.
Just like, yes, this is my circus and these are my monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
DM.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit unorthodox, but could I take a moment to cast a spell that I haven't quite prepared yet? If I use my remaining spell slots for it.
Sure. Yeah. What's the idea that you're trying to get here?
I need the people around me to know that I'm being truthful.
Okay. I figured that was the case.
I would like to cast Zone of Truth in the center of the room.
Okay. Well, we'll have to get to that next session, so write that down, because we're at time. I'm sorry, ladies and James, you didn't get too much time today, but we were introducing 2 new characters, and we had to resolve Dominic's thing, and you guys got a lot.
No problem.
A lot of the last session. For stream, I'm gonna go ahead and move us back to Valgast. For stream, our schedule is that next time we play for A Blaze of Cruelty is on the 3rd, which happens to be in 2 weeks. So August 3rd is our next session, 2 weeks. So we're right back onto the regular session schedule with that. So that being said, I hope everybody had a good time tonight, and we'll see you in 30 minutes for At the Door of Eternity. So see you shortly. And players, go ahead and give your salutations.
Bye,
Thanks
all.
for joining.
See you in 2
Bye.
weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.